Breaking news overnight on a deal to release some of the hostages held by Hamas during a brief ceasefire. Matt Gutman is on the scene for us with the details. Good morning, Matt.
Robin, good morning. We are at a base just outside of the Gaza Strip. You may be able to see the smoke over those tanks. Israel continues to hit positions even as that ceasefire nears that hostage deal being brokered. Israel to get at least 40, possibly more hostages back as early as tomorrow. This morning, roughly 50 hostages held by Hamas and other militant groups are set to be released from Gaza. Hamas and Israel finally agreeing on the deal, officially approved by the Israeli government overnight. That release would include around 30 children and some women. In exchange, Israel has agreed to release 150 Palestinian prisoners, women, and teenagers. The exchange set to happen over the course of a 4-day pause in the hostilities, the first in over 6 weeks. Hamas says the ceasefire will allow hundreds of trucks of humanitarian relief, medical aid, and fuel to enter most parts of the Gaza Strip amid a deepening humanitarian crisis there. U.S. officials say 3 of the hostages set to be released are Americans. 3-year-old Abigail Moore Idan expected to be among them.
Until we actually see Abigail and other children come out of Gaza, I really don't think I will let myself really believe that she's free.
Abigail's parents killed when Hamas terrorists stormed Kibbutz Kfar Aza on October 7th. She was in her father's arms when he was shot dead. Her birthday this Friday.
We all pray that Abigail will actually be home to celebrate her 4th birthday.
Throughout the negotiations, which were brokered by Qatar, President Biden was in constant contact with Prime Minister Netanyahu. But Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu making clear that a temporary truce does not mean the war will stop. Israel saying it will continue the war until it eliminates Hamas and brings all the hostages home. For weeks, families have been demanding that the Israeli government prioritize the return of hostages. Outside the Israeli War Cabinet building Tuesday, loved ones waited in agony as Israeli officials debated the deal for hours. Hadass Calderon hoping that her children will be among those released.
I fight for this deal, but I don't know the details of the deal.
Her 12-year-old son, Erez, seen taken by Hamas.
I feel so guilty. I feel guilty. Why they have to suffer? Why they have to suffer so much?
And we just got back from the Gaza Strip, the Israeli military taking us to Al-Shifa. And inside the tunnels that are right beneath that hospital, I can tell you that they appear to be well made. There is electricity, lights, bathrooms, even sleeping quarters with air conditioning inside.